a Hughes breech-loading cannon manned by the 7th Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry of the N-SSA. Here you can see one of the gun crew chambering a 1.5-inch lead projectile and a black powder cartridge into the breech of the rifled barrel. After closing the breech, you can see one of the crew picking the powder charge in preparation to fire. Then the gunner sets his sights. This tiny experimental gun was believed to be most commonly used in the Western theater of the Civil War. The Hughes breech-loading cannon could have fired 6 to 8 times per minute and was thought to have a 3+ mile range.
Fire!
I'm Chris Hubbard. This is Ed Flint. We're with the 7th Wisconsin Volunteers. This is Ed Flint with the 14th Mississippi.
Yeah.
The gun that we're shooting is a breech-loading Hughes Cannon. They were manufactured in Memphis. There were 12 of them originally.
12 that we know of originally. There may be more.
The one that this one is based on currently is in a collection in Lexington, Kentucky. It's essentially a bolt action. Crew to load from the breech. Shooting a projectile that's a 1.5 inch in diameter. It's a 1.5 inch bore. It is rifled. The copper sleeve here is a cooling jacket. You can fill it with water to keep the temperature of the barrel down. It's fired with a regular percussion cap, just as you find on on Civil War muskets. This hammer was missing from the original that we copied, but we made something that was that looked period and that was feasible for this type of technology. But everything else is accurate to the original one that exists, including the paint. The original has red paint on it that's heavily faded and no remnants of any other colors inside any of the box lids or anywhere else. So while red would be a rare color, it seems as though the original one certainly was.
During the 120th National Skirmish cannon match, targets were placed at 200 yards. The 7th Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry scored a 44-0V and placed 12th out of 23 entries in the rifled class.